We're here, we're live, we're on. I love dancing glitch. What I can't tell is what's glitching and what's real. That's probably my echo. I can turn that off.
Events are changing, tech moving fast. Our ways of thinking, they just won't last. From planning parties to corporate shows, there's AI magic and no one knows. Play on my own views, says you our own dues. Replacing you will do me with a tone of grandeur. Just next to prod, province in me past. Always in the thinking, they just won't last. From planning parties to corporate shows.
Humans, bots, and people still trying to decide which category they belong to. Welcome to Brains Behind the Bots, a totally human event. I'm Glitch Botson, your chaotic co-host, here to guide you through the only event that was actually built by AI and then rescued by humans with coffee and spreadsheets. First up, huge thanks to our sponsors, the real MVPs who kept this from being a 40-minute Zoom free trial. Give, making charitable giving and social impact campaigns actually easy. Gotcha Finder, not even launched yet but already here to support. Bold move, respect. TK Events, the creative Canadian crew powering this virtual platform and proving events don't have to be boring. Snapsight, AI that turns your event data into instant insights because somebody has to make sense of all this. Noonify, the event tech platform with tools for registration, apps, networking, and gamification. Basically, they make events actually work. Nowadays, the agency blending AI, strategy, and design into event experiences that look suspiciously like the future. Now, here's what makes today different. You're not just watching another AI hype panel. We actually used AI to plan this event from scratch, and then handed the chaos to 7 brave human teams. You'll hear from marketing, production, partnerships, metrics and surveys, attendee experience, content, and the post-event Book of How crew. Each one will share what worked, what failed, and what they'll never let a bot touch again. There'll be interactive workshops, live demos, and Q&A, plus a fireside chat with our sponsors. And we've got a special guest, Henry Coutinho Mason. Henry is a futurist, speaker, and author of The Future Normal, which launched at SXSW and Trend-Driven Innovation, the book that shaped how brands worldwide anticipate customer expectations. He's delivered 200-plus keynotes across 30 countries and has a reputation for making every session both actionable and entertaining. Basically, if you're wondering where the future of work, tech, and life is headed, Henry's the one with the compass. And now, to officially kick this off, please welcome our fearless leader, the founder of Club Ichi and the human brain who dreamed up this entire experiment, Liz. Come onto the stage, Liz.
Oh boy, oh boy. Well, I wouldn't say fearless because after having all of this education in I definitely have fear. I will obviously be using a nicer camera and I will be set up in a better place. So this is just testing here to make sure that StreamYard works and that I can say all the things I'm supposed to say. So while I'm doing this, I have my run of show going here. And I believe the next thing I'm doing after talking about how amazing our sponsors have been, who all have AI infused technologies, which is why we have brought them in. We're going to have a little chat with them throughout this experience. But the very first thing that I'm going to be doing is explaining why we're here, what we actually thought we were going to accomplish, and then you're going to get to see what we actually did accomplish. But you just met Glitch Botson. He is our AI generated, AI animated, and AI voiced MC of the day. So the team figured that out. We're going to see him in his varying formats throughout the day. Housekeeping rules are you're in the chat. You are here in the VCS. So we're in the main room together. You can hang out and chat with folks. We're going to get some engagement going. And I have no idea what else is happening. This is all going to be a fun surprise. So now let me turn it over to our marketing team who made so many of these assets, all using AI to get you here today. Hey, marketing team.
Bots, and whatever's in between, please put your caffeinated hands together for one of the 7 powerhouse teams that made this whole experiment possible, the marketing team. These legends didn't just handle branding, messaging, graphics, and distribution. They basically made sure you even knew this event existed. Email, socials, audience wrangling. If it looked good or showed up in your inbox at 2 a.m., blame them. Leading the charge, Dara Berg, our fearless commander of pixels and puns. Followed by the dream team, Allison Gillespie, Summer Martinez, Megan Martin, Heidi Hiller, and Vivian Naiga, the squad who turned my glitchy nonsense into something actually worth attending. Seriously, without them, this event would just be me yelling into the void, and nobody wants a 90-minute solo glitch rant. Trust me, I've tested it. So spark some applause, smash those emoji reactions, and welcome the marketing masterminds to the stage.
Hello. Okay. And now I will cue for my slides to go up after saying hello to everybody. Awesome. Okay, this is a little bit about how we planned, a little bit about how I edited the planning sheet, how we did the make.com and OpenAI social automation, email and messaging briefs.
Is on the golf course.
Oh. I'm going to close Zoom to make sure there's no echo. Biggest fail, and then I'll pass it to Heidi.
Okay, my turn, I guess. So I'm probably the oldest one who worked on this project and yet the least experienced. That was kind of fun. And I got the task of planning the logo, designing the logo, and I looked at the tools that the team gave us and went, huh? So I went on my own search and I used Google because it's the AI tool I'm most familiar with. Did a couple of researches, found the free Sologo one. Change slide. I guess I should take over the slides. I wanted to show you guys the input that we used when we made the whole, I'm talking terribly and I really apologize, guys. I have a whole
It's okay. They said just do it like a 1-minute run through so we can
so this was showing like Sologo's really poor output of a logo. And then taking over, next slide, Microsoft Pilot, which is what I was familiar with. Next slide.
Wait, it's not, I don't think the other slides made it in.
Oh, okay. So it basically goes through different renditions and then how I screamed for help and Arthur was so nice to teach us how to use the Gamma Power Deck, which obviously Darren and I haven't used yet to make our slides look pretty. And we will do that before this event. And then I close out by talking about how Adobe Illustrator, my AI, is my best friend still, and how we need to have creative people behind.
I
all
love
of
it,
these
ladies.
things.
So once we're doing this, you're both gonna be on stage, so you can definitely pass on and off between the two of you. But one of
Okay.
you should lead the slide deck. So like Heidi, if you have Dara pushing buttons for the slide, you can just tell her next.
Next.
Mhm.
That's what I'll do. Okay.
And then as we're coming to wrap up, one of you should then pass it on to production.
That'll be
Yeah,
Dara.
and then we need one more slide that's like for our interactive component at the end. So I'll add that, and then we'll do the interactive component.
Okay,
And then
let's
we'll pass
practice
to
the pass
production.
on so I can go through that sequence.
Okay. All right, and now that's all from us. We'll pass it to production.
Time to meet another one of our 7 superstar squads. The folks who made sure this wasn't just a marketing mirage or a calendar invite with vibes. Say hello to the production team. These geniuses figured out the streaming solution, the tech stack, the how do we actually do this for real part of the puzzle. Basically, they kept us from becoming a tragic case study in buffering wheels. Co-leading this powerhouse, Michelle Kerr and Anka Triffin, our captains of cables and chaos. Joining them, the behind-the-scenes magicians, Pete Wilhelm and Jennifer Pitt. Without this crew, you'd be staring at a blank Zoom screen while I tried to freestyle the whole event. And while I would thrive, you probably wouldn't. So crank up those emoji claps and welcome the production pros who kept this circus running on actual electricity.
Hi there, my name is Anka Trifan and I was leading the production team. And I want to start by giving a big shout out to my amazing team because none of this would have come together without them. We had Peter and Michelle working hard on the VCS platform customization. Michelle built it from scratch and Peter was on the back end, hard coding all of the changes that Michelle was asking for, which was no small lift. And then Michelle also handled the Snapside integration. Jennifer trained an integrated chat base so the bot could respond with context to the user's inquiry. And then Pete kept our run of shows and agendas updated and sharp. And then Liz jumped in and she followed my instructions step by step to create the Slack app, which I then controlled through Cloud Code, GitHub, and Heroku. And what makes me the proudest is that everyone on this team pulled their weight. They learned brand new skills and embraced the challenge. And this is the best team I could wish for. On my side, I was working on producing this live stream, building all the links, creating the graphics, and then most of my time really was spent on the AI production assistant itself, because when I first imagined this bot, my goal was quite a bit ambitious, I won't lie. I wanted a production copilot that could eventually run a full Q2Q of the entire show, triggering cues, overlays, and reminders automatically. Now, that was the dream, and I'll admit, I ran out of time to vibe code that piece. But what I did build was still a powerful working assistant. Instead of just being a cool demo, it turned into a Slack-based project management system. You can type in with natural language, and it would break that into structured tasks with due dates and priorities tied to our hackathon timeline. It then ran a gap analysis, flagged risk, tracked the critical path, and sent proactive reminders. And then it synced into a real-time dashboard where we could see task completion percentages, overdue items, and a live countdown to event date. Now, the process wasn't smooth. I fought through multiple rebuilds, NPM errors, Slack webhook issues, and even ngrok headaches. At one point, the bot flagged my own laptop with a 99% REM alert, which was both terrifying and oddly satisfying, proof that it was actually working. Now, from a user standpoint, the team could stay in Slack, in the workflow, and then manage their task without having to switch a bunch of tools. So in the end, this grew into over 3,500 lines of code, 40 commits, 40 Heroku deployments, a real system, not just a prototype. And I would say the fact that everyone embraced it, it was a really good win, and I am very proud of that. And with that, I'll hand it over to Jennifer so she can share how she trained the bot.
My name is Jennifer Pitt. I'm a corporate event planner in Toronto, Canada, and I looked after the chatbot for this event. We decided on Chatbase at the free level due to its functionality and ease of use, especially with the amount of time we had, and the amazing Peter from TK Events was able to integrate it directly into the platform. You will see Glitch in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen, and I hope you'll try them out today. With Chatbase, you can provide your chatbot with all the documentation you require to train and answer any questions, including web links, as well as if you have any standard FAQs. I will mention that the paid version allows for much more documentation space as well as unlimited links, whereas the free allows up to 10 web links, which doesn't go very far. There are options to customize your branding as well, and you can also give your Chatbase a sense of purpose. So you can tell them what to do and what not to do. Don't release any personal information. Also what you're here for, and also not to verge off of his actual duties. We unfortunately weren't able to integrate Glitch into our attendee chat, but who knows what the future holds. And thank you to Club Ichi for letting me be a part of this journey.
Unmute.
Hi, I'm Michelle Kyer, and I had the mission of basically building an immersive world that basically the event would live in. We needed a virtual space that would be cutting edge, just like our AI bot. And the timeline was pretty brutal, and the creative demands were even massive. That's when I turned to my secret weapon, Manus. Instead of weeks of a design team, I was able to become a one-person production powerhouse, and I directed Manus to create custom animated backgrounds, GIFs for our main displays, unique looping videos for each themed virtual room, and I worked with each sponsor to basically turn their booth into what they visualize it to be. I even tried getting experimental. I tried using Manus to code the glitch effects above the door, but however, it did not work as the way I wanted it to. But even though our failures, it taught us that the valuable lessons that what AI can do and what AI can't do as of yet. From assisting to the creation to preparing for the presentations, Manus has basically helped me not for only this event, but also going forward in my daily use as an event producer at the company I work for. Now we'll move it on to Peter.
Hello, good morning, Pete Wilhelm. I will not be on the golf course on Wednesday. My daughter's got her varsity tournament. But basically, I was over the documents and run a show and timelines. Tried various AI tools, ChatGPT being the main one. But because all of the documents had equations in them, every time I tried to access them, basically I'd get back a bunch of mess. It was a good resource to help on strategy, suggestions on how to track it. But overall, mine was a failure from the AI side of it to manage the documents. So we went back to the old school and just did them in a worksheet that we used as a template for years. Thanks so much for being part of it.
And Pete, you can pass it on to the partnership team.
Okay. And from here, we're going to hear from the partnership team. But first,
give a standing ovation, or at least a very aggressive emoji clap, for another one of our 7 secret weapons, the partnerships team. These humans wrangled the in-kind magic and the financial fuel that helped power this event. They're the reason we could keep the lights on and the streams flowing. Leading the charge, Liz, fearless leader of Club Ichi, and oh yeah, the host of this entire dang show. Backing her up with partnership assists, Megan Martin and Christine Glover. And fun fact, they made sure the bots got paid. But the brains behind the bots? Yeah, those crazies did all this for vibes alone. So make some noise for the partnerships crew, keeping us funded, funky, and fully operational.
So I'm not sure if there's supposed to be somebody else from the partnership team.
Okay, well, so on the partnership front, what we were really looking for.
I'm sorry, what's that?
I don't think you guys have been hearing me. There's no one to put on stage for a partnership.
Oh, I thought Megan was there, but Lise is here. We'll do Lise.
Okay. All right. I think my mic stopped working for some reason on Discord.
Go ahead, Lise.
Okie dokie. Well, hi. I'm representing our partnership team because I am a terrible leader, and the partnership team are actually met. So we were just hanging out and chatting with our friends who have AI infused in their programs. So that is where our partners came from. The first mega partner is the one that you're experiencing here today. Oh, sorry, I didn't mute that. Which is the VCS with TK Events. We are inside the platform. This is a beta tool that we got to come in and test and try and use for the first time and give some feedback on. So that was pretty awesome. And then we have the other partners who, during this process, we used AI directly, but the partners that we brought in have AI infused in their tools. And I think that is one thing that we as event professionals need to think about, is when we are bringing in tools, who has AI infused in it? And then how does that affect security protocols at our company? So we'll talk through a bunch of those. I don't really have anything AI-ish to share on that other than the partners that we did bring in. So I guess kind of need to figure out what that clip is going to be. And that's it. That's the partnership piece.
So let's kick it off to, is it AI, whatever, how we want to kick it off.
And speaking of AI infused in things, let's see if we can figure it out. So we're going to play a little game, and I'm going to kick it over to Arthur and figure out, is it AI?
Humans, bots, and everyone still wondering if their cat is secretly a machine learning model. Our next session is about to blur some lines, leading us into a game I'm already obsessed with. Is it AI? Is none other than Arthur Karikis, owner of Fusion Events. Now, I don't know exactly what Arthur has cooked up, but here's my guess. We'll stare at suspiciously perfect headshots and try to guess if they're real people or AI's attempt at reinventing humanity. Maybe he'll throw in some wedding playlists and we'll decide if they were crafted by a DJ or a chatbot with questionable taste. Or maybe he'll just show us a bunch of emails and we'll all scream, "Yep, AI wrote that," because who else starts with, "Hope this finds you well"? Arthur has made a career out of blending creativity, tech, and entertainment, and now he's putting you in the hot seat. Get ready to guess, debate, and probably be wrong. Please welcome Arthur Karikis, and let's find out once and for all. Is it AI?
Arthur, I can't hear you.
That's interesting. Can you hear me now?
Correct.
Hold on. I see what's going on. Sorry, one sec. Let's go back to here. Check. Hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, good. What's up, humans and bots? This is Arthur K. We are here for a quick, fun round of Is It AI or Is It Not AI? And thank you, Glitch. Your guess is as good as mine as to what this game is going to be, because I still have to tweak that a little bit. But we can start with a little bit of, is it AI or is it not? So what we're going to do, we're going to keep really simple. In the comments, you're just going to either say AI or not. Okay. Zoom team, you can try this out real quick. We're going to try a bunch of pictures here and see if you can tell the difference between an AI image and a not AI image. And I'll tell you that I consider myself pretty good at this, but it got me on a bunch of them. So let's try. First image, these nails with the nail polish. Is it AI or not? AI or not? Put it in the chat. Let's see. I'm going to say, I'm going to go based on everybody's saying AI. Let's go AI. Correct. It is AI. Next photo. Is it AI or not? What do you think? Photo, AI or not? Real. Okay, they say it's real. Not AI. Correct. Is this AI or not? Now, some of these are very obvious. Some of them are not. What do you think? AI. Yes, people are saying AI. Correct. This one. Is it AI or is it not AI? It's all about the prompt. You can make something look very, very real. Liz says she thinks it's AI. I'm going to say AI. Correct. What about this one? This is a bathroom. Is it AI or is it not? Put it in the chat. What do you think? Dax is going, Liz is going real. Michelle's going AI. Oh, I don't know what to choose. I'm going to go not AI. It is AI. Okay, what about this cool shot, this architectural picture looking up at the building? Is it AI? Is it not? Dax is saying real. Michelle's saying AI. Okay, what am I going to do? I'm going to do AI. It's not AI. It's real. What about this weird picture of a guy in a cat suit playing chess? That seems really odd. Is it AI? Michelle says real. Liz says real. I'm going to go not AI. It's not AI. It's a real picture. What about this weird old picture of this lady who seems to be crying and having a fit? Is it AI? I'm going to say it's AI. Okay, I think we get the picture. Is it AI or is it not AI? And maybe we'll do some other things.
So Arthur, when we go through this, as you're asking for, is it AI or not, give it a second before you switch to the next.
Oh, I will.
Okay,
This is like,
because I want to put it on the screen, like as the comments come in, like from YouTube to like
yeah, for
yay,
sure.
nay, as that way it gives it a little bit of interaction. Obviously, we only have two channels, two channels that are commenting on YouTube, and the only comments I can put on the screen is those, right? But I think it still makes it fun to see. Not AI, yes, AI. So
yeah, I'll have the VS Studio open and
perfect.
watch it.
Let's pass it on to the metrics team while you're there.
All right, folks. So now we are going to pass it to the metrics team. There's a good chance I may forget that on the day of because I'm like that, but I'll just say, okay, Anka, let's pass it on to the next team, which I know right now is metrics, but I may not know that on the day of because I may forget. Let's go.
Show notes.
All right,
Yeah,
humans, bots, and data dashboards. Next up is the crew that actually answers the question, was this whole thing successful, or did we just vibe really hard? Introducing the metrics and surveys team, the ones tracking what we're measuring, how we're measuring it, and whether I should add statistically significant to my LinkedIn skills. At the helm, Dax, our fearless data wrangler, with brilliant backup from Rachel Chesser and Ilaria Chang. Without this team, we'd have no idea if you loved this event, hated it, or just logged in for the networking games. Basically, they're the reason we'll have proof this wasn't just a group hallucination. So flood the chat with numbers, emojis, or at least a fake pie chart, and welcome the metrics and surveys team.
Hi. Thank you, Glitch. And hello, everyone. I'm just trying to share the right screen. So bear with me while I try to find the right way to share screen, because I wanted to share the tools that I used or we used as a team to build this. And I'm having trouble finding the right screen. Oh, I found it. I also wanted to say to Heidi, I don't think you're the oldest person working on this. I think maybe me. We can talk about that another time. Anyway, I wanted to do a quick introduction to metrics and why measurement is so important. I won't do that here, but I will share on screen that we had a conversation with Claude here to help us design what the survey questions should be when we do surveys. So we have a survey that we've done internally for the team that worked on this. And it was a little bit of a back and forth with Claude, the AI tool, based on a prompt to say, we're doing this event, we have this team working on it, what questions might you ask? And I will say, by the way, I write questions for surveys all the time, and Claude did a really good job, like maybe, I don't want to say this, as good as I could have done. But back and forth with Claude to get to something that was actionable. And then I asked Claude for some refinements on that. And then secondly, I was working with Claude on the post-event survey. And so Claude also gave me some question responses for that. Also, we even suggested things like context labels. So a context label is where you see these multiple choice answers. And this is something that I, as a survey person, often struggle with. And it was so helpful to have Claude do that. Anyway, so that was how we designed the surveys. And then when we went to actually programming the surveys, I found a tool, just a Google search, called Formster. And Formster is an AI-driven survey creation tool. So essentially, I went to create a new form, start with AI, and I simply put a prompt into the AI to say, here's a form I want to create, and here are the questions I want to ask, and it generated the form. Pretty incredible and free, and then available publicly to share with anyone who wanted to fill it out. And anyone who did fill out the survey, thank you for that. That's been very helpful. And essentially, those are the tools thus far. We haven't yet done the data analysis. So once everyone completes the surveys, we're going to go back to AI. And I don't know yet, because I haven't figured out what tool to use. We're going to use a tool to create the post-event report. So that summarizes the approach to metrics and surveys. And back to you, Glitch.
So Dax, when you share screen, is it gonna be the web browser like you just did?
Yeah.
Can we zoom in a little bit? So like just go Control Plus. So even when you do Claude, go back to Claude tab, zoom in about, I don't know, 60 to 60%, so we can see a little bit better the words.
Yes.
And it should work on this one here for the form as well.
Okay. Let me just try that while we have it.
Yeah,
so
let's
it's
do that. Yeah, exactly. Just to see what would be the good.
the Command plus. Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, yeah. I think, what is that at 50?
Let me try this one.
Yeah, that's great, because that way we
Okay.
can see some of the prompts versus the text being so small.
No problem.
So have it set up ready in zoomed mode, and then when I see your screen shared, then I'll just put it on the screen. All right. Going back to the pass on. Here we go to attendee.
Next, it's time to celebrate the team that made sure your experience wasn't just clicking a broken reg link and crying into your inbox. Say hello to the attendee experience team. These legends wrangled registration, attendee comms, and yes, even gifting. Because who doesn't love a little swag with their existential event journey? Leading the charge, Natasha Alexander and Anna Sun are co-pilots of Attendee Joy. And backing them up with brilliance, Tara Schlumka, Christy Ferreira, and Nicole Taffy. Without this crew, you'd have no idea where to log in, what was happening, or whether you were even invited. Basically, they kept this from being a surprise party where nobody showed up.
Say that again?
So drop some emojis, wave at your webcam like a confused uncle at Thanksgiving, and welcome the attendee experience team.
Yes, we were just talking about that. I'm going to send the team after us at the same time that Arthur and I go on stage. I think there's enough seats, so we're all going to
Natasha, can you unmute yourself?
be ready for us now.
Muted.
Yeah, make sure you unmute yourself.
Yep. Hello, I am Natasha. Is my presentation popping up, by the way?
I need you to cue me up. So first I'm going to put you on stage. You're going to say, hi, I'm Natasha and I worked on. And then when you say that, that's going to be my cue to put that on stage.
Okay, perfect. All right. Hi, I'm Natasha. I was a team lead for the attendee experience team, and our team was responsible for the registration site, attendee communications, and gifting. And together we brainstormed engagement ideas like the event archetype personality quiz that you might have seen in the last few days' emails, and the live poll, as well as, so our focus was creating the full attendee journey, and our approach was to see how much of it could be built with AI while keeping it fun and human. So our process started meeting together and kind of brainstorming a couple of ideas of what this looked like and how this was come together. But for the registration piece, that was kind of in conjunction with marketing and making sure that we got
for you to get backstage on StreamYard.
Okay, sorry, I'm not sure if you can hear me or
no, go ahead.
Okay, so for the registration website, our process was really setting up project files in ChatGPT or Claude, depending on which preference of LLM. And then with all of the documents that the hackathon team has put together, from the event branding guide to any kind of production information, content information, uploading all of those documents into a project file so that the model could learn the full context. And from there, I was able to work directly to work on prompts, refining them against different LLMs like Claude or using Manus, and then using that to create a prompt when then I could drop into Replit to build, which was my choice of vibe coding platform. And then with that, I used other different platforms like 21st.dev for components, and then Recraft to adjust or edit any visuals needed. So my role was really guiding the tools, choosing the right ones for the task, and iterating the outputs that worked. So I know we're testing this. Do you want me to go through everything?
No, it's okay. It's good. This is a great test. So curious, is Tara gonna be on stage with you? I don't see her here, but I saw her earlier.
Yeah, I don't think so. No one from my team had said they wanted to be on stage. And I know Anna can't, I don't think she can be on stage. I think she's at a conference. So I think it's just going to be me.
Okay, perfect. Then when you are done with the presentation, let's kick it off to the next theme, which is going to be content.
Content? Okay.
Yeah.
And so kicking it off next to content.
Before we go any further, yes, my voice sounds different. That's the joy of working with AI. One day you're sparkling in HeyGen, the next day they discontinue your voice, and you wake up sounding like, well, this. Thanks, robots. Now, time to meet the crew responsible for speakers, videos, conversations, games, and yes, the official video of me, Glitch. Oscar-worthy, obviously. Say hello to the content team. At the helm, Arthur Carriques and Sarah Beth Robb, the duo who worked with every team to help shape what this event would actually look and feel like. They were everywhere and nowhere all at once, popping into docs, wrangling recordings, sneaking into Slack threads, and haunting meeting recordings like event phantoms. Without them, you'd still have an event. It would just be a very stylish landing page with nothing happening on screen. So welcome the content team, the behind-the-scenes shapeshifters who kept this show rolling.
The question I have, can you hear me?
Go ahead.
Arthur, can we hear Arthur? The question I have is, what about Discord? How do I need to mute that or exit out of it?
So what I'm gonna do on Wednesday, I'm gonna actually be on a headphones on Discord as well, because I don't want it to pop through. So just have it in one ear,
Okay.
with a little earbud, and that way it's not gonna come through loud
Like
while
on
you're
here.
speaking. Yeah.
Okay.
Question for you guys: do you have share screen, or is just the two of you talking?
It's just us talking.
Yeah. Question.
Yeah, because right now you can hear you can hear the sound coming through from the phone. So we'll do the chat back and forth, right? And then let's kick it off into our next theme, which is post event.
Okay, and hopefully they got on stage without me.
Yeah, I have Joanna, and right now I have Joanna. I don't know if Joanna has slides though. Because Jonah, if you hear us, because I'm sure you can from StreamYard, if you have slides, have them lined up, ready to share.
Cool.
Okay, so let's, I don't know if you guys want to do anything else, but we can kick it off to the next
Yeah,
one.
we're just in a podcast style. Talk.
Okay, perfect. All right, so let's just do the next cue then.
Okay, cool.
No, I need you to cue it up.
All right, I'm leaving. Bye.
Next up we have we're going to go to the post-event team for the Book of How. So let's hear from Glitch to cue that up.
Last, but definitely not least, let's talk about the team who basically snooped through everyone's files and recordings like digital detectives. Introducing the post-event team, the creators of the Book of How. At the helm, Joanna Gibson Coburn, with backup brilliance from Deborah Lipsky, Jackie Giobres, and Eric Burns. They stalked our docs, raided our Zoom clouds, and pieced together how we actually pulled this off, then packaged it into a playbook event planners can actually use. Without them, this experiment would have vanished into the digital void. Instead, you're getting a what really happened manual. Think less marketing fluff, more receipts. So crank up those reactions and welcome the Book of How team, the official historians of this very weird moment in event history.
So Joanna, are you planning to talk, or do you have a screen share?
I don't know yet. I apologize. But I
Can you practice? Let's practice screen share really quick,
Yeah.
so that in case you do have it, you're set to go.
And so in order to do that, I have to add it. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's like a little button plus, and then you press on that. You go to share screen, and then you pick something on your second screen. So we would have that done before I put you on stage.
Yeah. It's loading now. So what do you guys, while it's loading, what do you guys think would be interesting for me to talk about, other than the fact is that I consolidated everybody's
I think that will be a good thing, like the process, right? Like how you put together the book of how.
Okay.
Like even touching on Notebook LM, because I don't think any of us, the prior teams, talked about Notebook LM, and it's a good tool to talk about.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so if you want to do what Dax has done, where you just share the screen, which is the Notebook LM workbook that you had started, and then you can just go through, I basically added all this sources, and then I went through those prompts, and then this worked or this didn't, and then we got this output, whatever you want to really emphasize. And
But it's not really an overview or a summary. It's more of like what actions did I take to pull this together? Okay.
Exactly.
And how do I share?
So remove this. Yeah, let's remove this, and then when you pick your screen again, share the tab where Notebook LM is.
So I'm going to share screen.
Yep.
Okay. So here.
Perfect. There you go.
Yeah.
And then, like I told Dax, when you're in this view, see if you do like Command Plus, or I don't know if you're on Windows, to zoom into the window, just so we can see a little bit better.
Up here?
Yeah, at the top, you should, Shadow zoom. That's good.
Is that better?
Yeah, just enough so we can see a little bit better. Yeah.
Let's prevents me. Okay, so, I'll just briefly do 30 seconds. I was given the advice to use Notebook LM for the first time, and I entered in a detailed prompt in the beginning stages, and every week I would just add on every week, and every week I would create, or Notebook LM would create videos, audio podcasts, mind maps, flashcards. It's been just a ton of resources to reflect on.
All right, so Joanna, once you go through this and then you're ready to pass on to the next team, is going to be Henry. You can just say, and next we're going to hear from our special guest.
And next we're going to hear from our special guest.
Thrilled to bring to the stage someone who spends less time guessing about the future and more time mapping it out, Henry Coutinho Mason. Henry is a futurist and strategist whose work has shaped how some of the world's biggest brands anticipate what's next. His latest book, The Future Normal: How We Will Live, Work and Thrive in the Next Decade, co-authored with Rohit Bhargava, launched at SXSW in 2023. His earlier book, Trend-Driven Innovation, laid the foundation for TrendWatching's research, used by more than 100,000 professionals worldwide. He's delivered over 200 keynotes and workshops across 30-plus countries, known for making every session bespoke, inspiring, and most importantly, actionable. Beyond writing and speaking, he advises on innovation strategy, digital transformation, and community engagement. And if that wasn't enough, he's also co-founder of 3Space, an award-winning social enterprise recognized by Fast Company, the FT, and Nesta. Oh, and GQ once named him one of the most connected men in Britain. So if anyone can connect the dots on where we're headed next, it's Henry.
Okay, all the
Please welcome
Q&A
Henry
folks,
Coutinho
we are
Mason.
going on that StreamYard. Turn the camera off here or exit off here. Yep.
The rain in Spain stays mainly in the plain. No, I see. I'm not Henry, but that's my British accent. And I'm standing in for Henry, the most amazing, wonderful, incredible AI guru that you're ever going to meet. You will be wowed by his AI magic. Voila. Who am I passing it off to next? Our Q&A team?
Yep.
All right. So now we're going to bring everybody back on, or somebody back on. I don't know who we're bringing back on. Each team is sending somebody.
It's your turn. We've shown you the chaos, the workflows, the wins, and the fails. But what good is a human-bot experiment without letting you poke at it a little? It's time for our Q&A session. Please welcome back to the stage our fearless leaders from all 7 teams. The folks behind marketing, production, partnerships, metrics and surveys, attendee experience, content, and the post-event book of how. These are the brains behind the bots. The people who argued with prompts, wrangled platforms, and survived more AI side quests than they probably signed up for. So go ahead, ask them anything. About the tools they used, the surprises they found, what they'd never try again, or how they managed to keep their sanity. No question is too big, too small, or too weird. Well, unless it's weird. Let's get into it. Q&A time with the humans who made this whole experiment possible.
Yay, look at everybody.
Right. Fabulous. So Liz, I'm gonna have you actually here highlighted, and that way you can lead the conversation.
And then are the questions coming in through chat on the VCS, or are they coming in through StreamYard or YouTube, or where should I be looking to moderate anything?
VCS. All
Okay.
our audience is in VCS, unless for some reason we have some people on mobile and they're on YouTube.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
So my first question that's coming in is, had any of you used these tools that you ended up using prior to this experiment?
So to make this somewhat cohesive, let's pick names, because that way it tells me who am I queuing here to answer the question, right? So like,
Dax, you mentioned in yours that you
question for
Googled
you.
and found a tool. So
Yes,
Dax, you
I had
mentioned in
used
yours that you just
Claude.
Googled and found something. How did that go?
I had used Claude, so I was familiar with Claude, but I hadn't used Claude for measurement, which is very interesting for this. But I had never seen a tool to create surveys with AI. So I did Google that, and I looked for what tools are out there. And I got a lot of links, but only one that was, I felt, really well suited for the task at hand. And that's what I used, Farmster.
Amazing. Joanna, I don't think you'd ever used Notebook LM before, but you became a master at it. Tell me about that.
Yeah, it was, I had not ever used it before, and it was very easy and very intuitive, and produced some pretty incredible different assets. Not just one thing. It would produce, 5 to 10 different kinds of things, whether it was a video or audio or slides or a report or an FAQ. It was very robust.
Amazing. Pete, did we break the tool? This was everyone's first time using the VCS. How did it work? Oh, we can't hear you.
Peter, make sure that you're unmuted. So when you're in StreamYard on stage, unless you have background noise in the background, do not mute yourself, because there's more chances for you to come on stage unmuted. So just keep your mic unmuted, unless, like I said, there's like noise in the background.
Can you hear
And
me
even
now?
then we can add the noise suppression for you.
Confirming you can hear me now?
Yes.
Yes. No, thank you, Liz. I mean, we're in the platform. It's working. Everyone can see me and hear me. So far, it has not been broken. Hats off to
I love
the team.
it. We've had a really fun time building everything out
Yeah.
here, and it feels like it's a really great opportunity for us to get in here and try new things. So thanks for letting us use it.
Absolutely, my pleasure.
Awesome. Well, I think the Q&A works well.
Oh, wait.
Wait. Anka, we can't hear you. You muted yourself.
I'm muting myself. So I want we can get 9 for this Q&A, because I kind of like the square boxes. Sarah, do you think we can do 9?
We can't hear you, Sarah.
Speaking of mute, how many did we? Let me look and see how many we originally had.
We can. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7. But I would like to have it 9. I'll probably put myself on stage as well, and Michelle, unless we have other people that are gonna show up and they haven't necessarily had any FaceTime.
What about a custom background?
I'm sorry, what, Arthur?
The custom background that everyone's going to use.
Well, they can definitely set it up on their own when they do video settings.
Yeah, we need
Yeah, we need
to
to do
show
that
everyone
because
how to
it's
do
super
that.
cute. So that way all of our backgrounds are the same. How do we do that?
Remind me where that was, where it was saved,
So,
and I can tell you guys where to go.
Or that's not something you can do on your end.
Yeah, but like, where was it saved? Was it in the production document?
Mhm.
Yeah.
It was in the
So in
con.
StreamYard, where you see the camera, if you go into settings and then you go to visual effects, then you have the ability to enhance your appearance. So you look like you have makeup. Look, I just got makeup on.
Oh,
Sweet. That's interesting. Oh, my blur's already like blurred out.
Yeah, the blur in StreamYard, I feel like it's a little too aggressive. So if you want to do a virtual background, that's where you upload the background. I'll have to go and find.
Yeah. Is there any way that we can force everybody to have the same
No.
background? No. So we all need to go in to StreamYard. Will it automatically do it for everybody?
You would have to do it individually.
Every time we get on stage, or will it save?
No, just the once.
and which image is it? So I see all the
Yeah.
still images under.
Yeah, there's a
Which
bunch. I
is-
don't know exactly which one it is. That's why I'm. Sarah, are you able to put yours? Is it the okay? I see Arthur put yours. That's the one, right, Arthur?
Yeah, if I believe, I could be wrong, but if you do set it up here in StreamYard right now, everyone should do that.
It will save.
Then it will save for the next time you join.
Yeah.
So we should
And
probably get
you-
all this at the end. Maybe get all the speakers
I
back
mean, it
in.
might or it might
upload it.
not. I usually like sometimes StreamYard has like glitches.
Is it backwards though?
No, it's good. It looks good. Can you put that link from the drive in here in chat somewhere so we can grab it?
Yeah.
This isn't backwards. It looks backwards.
No, it's not. It looks
It's
fine
not.
to
Only
us.
looks backwards to you. Yeah.
Oh, that's so weird. That makes my brain explode. I can't handle it.
You might be able to turn off mirroring in your video settings if that
I like
bothers
it. I'm
you.
pretty anxious.
You can turn off screen mirroring.
Where did I even find this?
I need to talk to a therapist. This background is
It's really making me anxious.
So Anka, did you get the oh shit slide I made too, or you made one already?
No,
Okay,
I
'cause there was a
need.
folder.
I mean, I have a few things like the oh shit is basically this one.
Okay,
So,
here's the.
But I need just the background. I don't think I don't. Maybe I have.
Oh, here it is. I got it.
downloaded.
I got it. I got it. I got it. I'm gonna.
I just dropped it in the chat on Zoom, but that doesn't help you at all.
I'm not in
Zoom.
You can go in private chat. Sarah, drop it in the private chat here.
Share. Copy link. Okay, here. It's
Virtual background doesn't seem to work very well here.
So yeah, it's not the greatest. It will also eat at your speed. So if you already have internet problems, like your upload speed is not the greatest, I'm not a big fan of that. Background in StreamYard only works if you have good lighting.
So should we all do the? I don't want just some of us to do the background. I feel like it should be all of us or none of us.
It's a good question.
Can everyone just try right now to just upload it? So the link is right there, and then we'll see what it looks like.
Yeah.
Got it.
Mine's wonky.
Wait, mine's backwards.
Yeah, I know
Well,
that
just looks that way to you.
It doesn't. It's not backwards on our end.
All right.
I know. It's very.
Is it optional? Can I go without?
Yeah, I feel like we should all do it or all not do it.
I'm just not a big fan. I think it makes us all look like AI.
Definitely Lee's like Lee's is getting lost.
I just prefer the authenticity of a real background. That is a personal preference, though.
I will leave it up to you guys. I have no preference, to be honest. I personally like it without, just because like Dax was saying, it's like it's more natural and authentic. Plus, you invite people in your space a little bit. So
me too.
Okay, then let's all kill it then, because I think
All
some
right.
of us doing it and some of us not doing it looks stupid.
I'm going to my cyborg look then.
yes.
All right, so I'm gonna delete mine.
Wait, now we're changing.
Oh my
And
god.
quick question.
Arthur?
The VO on the bottom on this video, whoever generated it, do we want to get rid?
No, I want it.
You
I
want it there?
definitely want it.
Okay.
Because it is AI generated and it has to be obvious that it was AI generated.
Yeah, and it would actually be against the terms of service to remove that.
Yeah.
Against what terms of service?
VO's Google's.
The ones that apparently only Arthur read.
Somebody's
There's always someone out there.
Because you can use VO through different platforms, and they don't use watermarks. So
Yeah, if you're using the API through a different platform. Yeah.
Yeah. I like.
That's because you're paying
VO
for it.
Yeah. Okay, so this Q&A segment, it's gonna go for how many minutes here? 10 minutes. Then we're gonna go into the fireside chat. Now I'm not gonna run that because it's gonna be a similar setup, minus different people. But Liz, you don't have yet names, right, for the Give, Gotcha, and Nunify?
I can tell you who they are, yeah. Have they been
mine.
sent an invitation for Wednesday? Are they aware of this, Sarah Beth?
I don't have
Snapsite is.
Yeah, I don't have communication with any of them.
Okay, I didn't know from my production side, they had been sent
No,
anything.
we don't. I don't have contacts with them. And Michelle, she was working on the ones in
For the booth. But I mean, I kind of
not all of them.
I mentioned this morning, who was it, to like Faith. I'm like, oh, am I going to see you on the run through? And I don't know if she responded back on the Slack, but Snapsite is aware of them going on during this time.
Okay, I'll reach out to everybody and
just had a meeting
hopefully they can join. And if they can't, I will try to record a video instead.
Okay, all right. So like, for example, if you have someone from Give, then you're going to be with them, and then you're going to be with Gotcha, and then you're going to be with Unify. If you don't, are you still filling in for that spot to talk about it, or what do you want to do there?
Yeah, I think if they can't join live, then I'll try to record a quick little video with them ahead of.
Okay.
I'll try to do it tomorrow.
Okay.
And then we can play it.
All right. So let's go into then from here. I'm just going to jump into the wrap up. So I'm going to play let me line up the conclusion video there. It's our last video. And then the only person coming back on stage is going to be Liz. So everyone, thank you for joining us. We're going to see you on the other side.
Would you look at that? We made it. When this event began, I was a young, sprightly bot full of corrupted code and caffeine. And now, after 1 million years of AI demos, workshop games, Q&A, and one actual fire, I am but a wrinkled algorithm. My hard drive creaks when I stand. But let me tell you, what a ride. You've heard from the 7 teams who pulled this thing off. You've poked at the bots, survived my jokes, and maybe even learned a thing or two you'll actually use in real life. And hey, not bad for 90 minutes that felt like several geological eras. Before I shuffle back into the digital ether, a massive thank you to our sponsors, Give, Gotcha Finder, TK Events, Snapsite, Noonify, and Nowadays, for keeping the lights on and the Wi-Fi humming. And of course to Liz and the whole Club Ichi crew, for dreaming this up, holding the emergency brake, and proving that the brains behind the bots are still very much human. Now go forth, you glorious meat and machine beings. Use AI wisely, or recklessly. Either way, just don't let it write your out-of-office emails. This is Ancient Glitch, signing off. Good night, goodbye, and may your prompts always return something usable.
It's so amazing. That's what happens when your AI generated voice gets removed from the AI generated voice maker thingy and you have to pick a new one. But I hope you've enjoyed your time with us today. We have certainly enjoyed spending time with you. And now we have the after party. So if you have questions, if you want to talk about the sustainability and ethics of even using AI without destroying the planet before the robots take over, we're going to be hanging out in a Zoom. We'll drop the Zoom link in here and we hope to see you over there. All of these things are recorded. All of these resources exist inside this platform. So please explore and share, and let's get other event professionals as caught up on AI as we are now. See you soon.
I should have, I'm gonna have some kind of a video at the end to join the after party, and then some music kicking.
Perfect.
Yeah, that will conclude basically our stream, and everything else will move to Zoom from there.
Fantastico.
Alrighty. Do you guys want to go back to the Zoom for a post debrief?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we can do that.
There. Okay.
Bye.